one day. I hope everyone had a good weekend. I had an amazing weekend. My hair. This is what you get when you swim in the ocean and the lake all weekend. It was amazing. I just wanted to finish up with the last piece of information, the fifth piece of information for mindfulness. And the information that I give is just to be used in any way that is beneficial and helpful to you. It worked for me in the way I applied it. The fifth piece of information in this 5-part little series is practice what you preach, and anything you practice you get good at. So, if you remove the television, remove the social media, remove the distractions from your life, you find yourself then alone with yourself. So you'll begin to see how distracted you really are by those things once you no longer have them in your life. Once you start to see that, you'll be able to see the programming that's done in your mind. And to unwork that is to become aware of it. So once you become aware of just how quickly your attention is flying from one thing to the next, then you can sort of live in the moment and you can process some things. So living in the present moment is a very, very important thing. When you're becoming mindful, you cannot be thinking about yesterday and you cannot be thinking about tomorrow, because there are two things you cannot change or you cannot affect. You can live in the moment to make your future better, absolutely. But as far as worrying about what's coming next and what's already been done, don't waste time with that. Don't waste energy on that. It's just nuts way of thinking. But it's one that we're programmed with, and I can be fully sympathetic to it. So, and the fifth thing is just practice. Anything you practice, you get good at. People say, "Oh, how do you become so mindful? How did you obtain this way of life?" I obtained because I took steps to get here. I only imagine everybody who comments on my video, I love you. Everybody who comments or likes, gives me feedbacks and stuff like that, I love you, because it just tells me I don't care about popularity. This stuff's a joke to me. What I care about is understanding that people are gaining from this. They're learning something from this. That's all this is. Like, I just went through 20 years of hell, with addiction and distractions and not talking about emotions, not talking about feelings, worry, stress, anxiety, fear, and I no longer live like that, and people see that, and they see that in me, and not because I try to pretend to be something, because I am something. And how did I get there? I practice this shit. And let me tell you, becoming mindful is not something, you master. And this is welcome to a journey. A journey, yeah, we all arrive at a destination, but this is something you're going to practice for a while. And I promise you, anything you practice, you get good at, which is wonderful. So practicing not having social media distractions or not having television distractions of all things, good Lord, nothing good comes from the television. And understanding and being aware of how distracted we actually are allows you to live in the moment. It's all these distractions that is trying to pull you and control the way your brain thinks, the patterns in your mind. You start to see it, and awareness is a beautiful thing. Once you become mindful, fully mindful, you become aware. And I can tell you, living with love, honesty and authenticity, all is a relationship with mindfulness and living in the present moment. Really what it is, it's a way of life. And if you're tired of this way of life, if you're tired of doing the same shit every day and expecting a different result, then try something new. Working on ourselves is not easy. It's just not. Just because we practice something for so different for so long, but it can be done. I'm 37 years old. 16 months ago, I woke up in a prison cell, and I didn't wake up there. I knew I went there, but I became different in that prison cell. That's just my story. That's just my journey. That's just what works for me, right? So to think that at whatever age you are, I don't care if younger, older, or same, whatever, we can do things differently. And had I made the choice to continue to use drugs, I wouldn't be here today. And today I live a beautiful, wonderful life. And who cares about money and stuff like that? Shit's hollow, Obviously, you need a little bit of it to live, but to be honest with you, the most priceless thing in my life is living in the moment, being mindful, and living with love. And I absolutely mean that. I've never been more honest in my life about anything. Well, I'm honest about everything, but if there's something I'm to give you, it's that right there. That's the most priceless thing in life, because you now have valued time. And when you value time, if you have children, they're going to value and see you so much more and see you in a different light, because love is light. And trust me, children are receptive to it and they're looking for it. Thanks for following. Thanks for checking all this stuff out. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate everyone sharing it, supporting it, and just being on a journey with me. It's really cool. And some things are really growing, so I'm really excited. This week I'm gonna do cool shit all again. So cheers. Thank you. Like, much love. I really truly mean that. Thank you so much.